After seeing the masterful performance that Sean O'Malley put on UFC 299 against Chito Vera, I think we can all agree now and say that the first fight between Sean O'Malley and Chito Vera is the most fraudulent fight in MMA history. It really is. We look back at that fight, and honestly, I don't look back at it fondly at all for Chito Vera. That is the most fraudulent win in the history of the sport, in my honest opinion, because it really showed how much better Sean O'Malley was than Chito Vera. Chito Vera was nowhere near on the level of Sean O'Malley, ever. In 2020, I'm telling you right now, if that, the perennial fucking nerve or whatever didn't give out for Sean O'Malley would have dominated Chito Vera for 3 rounds. I don't think he would have knocked him out in 2020, but I think that he would have just styled on him and beat him 30-27, in my honest opinion. Chito Vera is a good fighter. I'm going to say that right now. He is a good fighter. But he's not a great fighter, in my honest opinion. He is not, he's shown at UFC 299 that he is not on the level of any of these guys in the bantamweight division. The only reason why he was given this fight is because he has a history with Sean O'Malley, because he beat Sean O'Malley. Beat, I'm going to put that in quotations. Because that's the only loss that is on the record of Sean O'Malley was against Chito Vera in 2020. And that fight, to me, it means nothing. It's a no contest at this point, in my honest opinion. Chito Vera doesn't beat, like, damn near 80% of the bantamweight division. I'm sorry. He does not. He got gifted a title shot. By the way, last year, not even last year, he got 49-46 by Corey Sandhagen, but yet he gets a title shot over Corey Sandhagen? Corey Sandhagen dominated Chito Vera for 5 rounds. Completely dominated. Had a great performance. One of the best performances of his entire career. I understand it was a split decision, but one of the refs were on fucking crack, because there's no way that's a split decision. I mean, I saw the fight live. It was a complete domination by Corey Sandhagen. He out-grappled him. He outstruck him. It was a complete just whitewash and got destroyed by Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen had one of his best performances of his entire career against him. If you guys don't remember that fight, I mean, dude, the strike count was 128-58. And apparently it was a split decision according to one of the judges. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, we can go through, the last few fights of Chito Vera's career. And I mean, to be honest with you, his most impressive victory was probably against Rob Font or Dominic Cruz. The knockout that he had against Dominic Cruz was pretty good. But that's a Dominic Cruz that was way out past his prime. Okay? That is not the same Dominic Cruz that we saw, way back in the day when he was obviously the greatest bantamweight of all time. And then Rob Font, the reason why I will say I will pick Rob Font's victory over Dominic Cruz as Marlon Vera's best performance, because for 5 rounds he kept a pretty good pace and he was able to knock down Rob Font damn near every single round. But I mean, anybody can knock down Rob Font because Rob Font's chin is absolutely awful. But yeah, I would say still, I think that was his best performance overall. I thought that he, his cardio looked great and he was able to knock down Rob Font every single round pretty much. So I would say that's his best performance. But overall, I mean, who do you see, aside like a Rob Font or Dominic Cruz, who do you see Chito Vera beat in the bantamweight division? He doesn't beat Merab. Merab destroys him. He doesn't beat Aljo. Aljo destroys him. Corey Sandhagen already destroyed him. Petr Yan smokes. Even though I do want to see Petr Yan versus Malley and Chito Vera, I think that Petr Yan completely decimates Chito, in my opinion. Because I don't think Chito chins Petr Yan. There's definitely a possibility that Marlon Vera can chin Aljo and he can chin Merab. But I don't think he does, just because I think that he's just going to get out-grappled by both of them. But Petr Yan has a fantastic chin, and I think he just completely destroys him and outclasses him on the ground and also on the feet as well. Song Yadong, Song Yadong already beat Chito Vera as well. Figueiredo, I think, beats Chito Vera. I think Umar Nurmagomedov beats Chito Vera. I think Kyler Phillips also beats Chito Vera. There's a lot of guys in this division, and arguably, Pedro Munoz beat Marlon Chito Vera. That fight was very close, a lot closer than what people are led to believe. A lot of people think that oh yeah, dude, Chito beat Pedro Munoz. Are you sure about that? I don't know about that. I mean, listen, I'll give Marlon Vera the victory there, but that was a close fight. Those first 2 rounds, you could argue that it was Pedro Munoz that won those 2 rounds. Okay? So, listen, I'm going to give it to Chito, though. Chito won the fight. Congratulations to him. That's the fight that gave him this big-time fight against Sean O'Malley, which was, by the way, undeserved because there was 2 other guys, arguably 3, that deserve a fight over Chito Vera against Sean O'Malley. But the reason why they gave Chito Vera this fight is because they want to keep the belt on Sean O'Malley as long as they possibly can, honestly. You know, and out of the 3 guys, I mean, that you could have picked over Chito, which was Merab, Aljo, and Corey Sandhagen, because you can definitely do the rematch for, you know, with Aljo. You know what I mean? It's very deserving of a rematch just because he was a long-running bantamweight champion. You know, they want to keep the title on Sean O'Malley as long as they can. And who is a favorable matchup for Sean O'Malley, a person who's going to stand with Sean O'Malley, is Chito Vera. Merab is going to want to grapple. Same thing with aljamain. And Corey Sandhagen is a lot better than Chito Vera, I tell you that much. And he definitely gives a lot of problems to Sean O'Malley. Not saying that Corey beats Sean, but I'm telling you right now, it's a tougher fight for Sean O'Malley again for Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. That's a closer fight in my honest opinion. Chito Vera, like I said, a good fighter, but not a great fighter. You know what I mean? He is decent, you know, has very good power, great power, but in my opinion, his skill level is not on the level of a lot of these guys in the division. I mean, for God's sake, I mean, he was losing a lot of these fights. I mean, his fight against Frankie Edgar, when he knocked out Frankie Edgar, he was down 2-0 and had to get a finish. And if he didn't get that finish, he was going to lose by unanimous decision. You know what I mean? Jose Aldo beat him. Jose Aldo smoked, I wouldn't say smoked him, but like he beat Marlon Chito Vera. And Dominic Cruz was winning the fight as well until Chito got the knockout as well. So like, let's not forget that you know, Chito is a slow starter, and he's been a slow starter for pretty much for a while now. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, listen, Chito Vera, congrats to him. He got an opportunity to be the champion, but obviously he got outclassed by the better fighter. And that first fight between him and Sean O'Malley, to me, means nothing now. After what happened this past Saturday at UFC 299, you guys really believe that fight is a meaningful win for Marlon Chito Vera? No. I've been saying this. I remember when the fight happened and O'Malley lost to Chito. I'm like, the only reason why he won this fight is because the perennial nerve, it obviously affected Sean O'Malley and he really couldn't fight. He was literally fighting on one leg. Okay? Like, I'm telling you right now, I've been wanting a rematch between these 2 guys because I knew that this was going to happen. Sean O'Malley was going to outclass Chito Vera. And, I mean, listen, I knew that Chito had somewhat of a chance because he has the power to put out Sean O'Malley. But, like, O'Malley is so good and so ahead of Chito in everything that he was going to outclass him. And that's what we saw this past Saturday. That Chito is not on the level of Sean O'Malley, not even close. And that, to me, that is the flukiest win in the history. It might be the flukiest win in the history of the sport, in my honest opinion. Might be the flukiest victory. So I don't care what nobody says. I think that Chito Vera, although he's a good fighter, he's not a great fighter. And Sean O'Malley proved it on Saturday nights. That's just my honest opinion. Let me know what you guys think. What is the flukiest fight in MMA or UFC history to you guys? And thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I see you soon with another video. Peace out.